So, okay, yay, page 3. First of all, I have a lozenge in my mouth, and I have a sore throat, so if I sound weird, that might be why, but I'm almost done with it. I hope almost done with the sore throat too. But if you didn't know this, I like to make sure that when pages are looking at each other, that they match. So this paper is this paper, the tree paper is the background paper, you know, everything matches. So this is page 3. Page 2 is done. But when we're finished with page 3, we can look in the both together. So page 3 is an easy page. It is just a, let me get my business together. It is a pocket with a flap and the thing that holds the flap down. I saved this piece from the little pieces of page 2, the little bottom pieces. As you see, if you look here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I cut it out of the middle. And so this will be a tag eventually, and it will be what holds the flap closed. So move number 2 and 1 over there away. This doesn't have a tag to go with it yet, not for anything. That's too thin. I've got tons of scraps. Scraps and scraps and scraps. And I keep them all nice and neat and in order so I can go to them and use them at any time. Trying to see. These are all of the cardstock scraps. This guy is barely big enough. But otherwise I'd have to use a big piece. I just don't know if this is too thin. I like a thin border. Everybody knows that. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I don't want to use the punch for the top because then it won't be even with this. So it's just really just going to be a tag that just looks like this. Just, that's it. Just that as a tag. Be a good spot for journaling or more photos or whatever. So I can cut this and put him in there. He's got to figure out where to cut the top off. I'm going to say right there. Yeah, that might be too close. I mean, I like a thin border, but maybe a little more than that, right? Okay. Let me cut this off right here at the small trimmer that I keep here, like I told you, on the garbage can. So as I can just hurry up and cut something really quick. Perfect. this way, but I want to make sure that my line is gone. As you saw by the way I measure things, I'm big with pencil marks, so I always have my eraser ready at all times. So what we're going to do, we're going to add this to the tag and set it aside, and then the flap will go onto the base page. This is the second base page of 4, the front side, page 3. Because remember, we have 4 base pages but 8 sides. And again, this one is kind of easy. They're all kind of easy, but some are just a little bit more snazzy. Like the first page, I think, was great. It was easy, perfect for learning, but it also went to show you that everything that might look like, wow, isn't there, it's really not that hard. So, yeah, and then, so I'm just trying to show you all the stuff I can that will make you feel like you're an expert. I could punch a hole here and add string, so that guy is good. Move you, and move you. This says page 3 up, so that's why I always make sure that I make notes. The things I've done upside down, you don't even know. Of course you don't know, because you don't. How would I show you? Throat. It's raining here. It was an ice storm 2 days ago. I don't know what is up with this weather lately. Telling you. The coward's way of attaching a flap, only taking off a little bit of tape. Hey, rather be a chicken than have my whole thing messed up. It's harder to fix. This is much easier. Do it like this and take your time. And it's all lovely. Keep that open. Putting this guy in here. I was going to try to tuck it in here. You know what? I really can, and I can do it in a different way. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's get all this tape off, right? I have a plan. I always have a plan. Doesn't mean it's going to work. Doesn't mean it hasn't worked in the past, but I'm going to try it again. This pocket is so shallow. Oh, I haven't even told you the size of things. This flap is 6 1/8 by 4 1/2. Score 1/2 inch on the 4 1/2 inch side, which is the top. This was also a scrap. 6 1/8 across by 4 1/2 up and down. Score 1/2 inch there. This pocket is 6 1/8 by 2 1/2. Score 1/2 inch on the 2 1/2 inch side. I must have made it bigger then, because this pocket is as big. It must have been, not, I don't know why I'm bothering to change it here, but must have been 7 1/8 across by 2.5 inch high, with 1/2 inch on the bottom, leaving just 2 inches, 1/2 inch on both sides for the flaps to make the pocket, leaving you with 6 1/8, and this was a scrap as well. Now back to tape removal. Let's remove these tapes. As always, gonna always give me a hard time. Something's got to give me a hard time. I'm hopeful it's not going to be the piece of paper. Let's see. Let's see how it goes, right? What else can we do? So, yes, you can also make a flat pocket that is just a piece of paper glued on 3 sides, but then you can't really fit a lot in it. I do that pocket as well, but adding these flaps is again called a gusset, and this makes more sense. We're expanding something for a better fit. But okay, so I took all the tape off. Normally I only pick up a little bit of one side to put the bottom in. No, no, no. Look what happened. You see? Do not press down. You won't be happy. Right here in that corner. Press it down, press it down. Nice pocket. So what we can do is put this pocket in, right? Lift it up, glue it. Well, it's inside already. Add a little bit of glue, which you can't see me doing, but trust me. Oops. Still closing. I'm thinking it looks a wee bit crooked. Trying to. Nope, now it's not down far enough. Try and keep you in frame as well. And I need to. There we go. Yep. Voila! Success. Now, we just add some glue here. Spin it. Don't have to add a lot here, just gonna put a line. And then the usual across the top and down the side, down the other side, it's still down this side. And then some squiggles in the middle, squiggles in the middle, squiggles, 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 squiggles. then press. Lovely. Very happy. This piece goes on here. Looking good. Get some glue. And the glue. Awesome. The next 2 pages you're getting done at the same time because, you know, if you've seen my books, I like the centers to be identical. If I don't have enough paper, then it'll be different paper, but I like them to be the same. I like them to match. I like all of my pages to match, as you know, but I like the center ones to really match. To be the same design, I guess is what I'm saying. Take a look from back here. Nope, you gotta move. Too much on one side and not enough on the other. Anyway, yes, the next 2 pages will be, I guess mirror though. One of them is they're flaps and I'm trying to remember even what the heck it is now that I'm thinking about it. What is it? No, it did not go through the back. I think, oh yes, it's a couple of different flaps, and then I put one on top and one on bottom on each of them. So that will be cool and fun, I think. I hope you think so. More glue here. Put this piece on the bottom. And we are done with page 3. Maybe putting some glue in the middle of the paper would help, right? Okay. As always, try to line it up before you push it in place. I think it looks good. Smoothing it out. Don't push too hard. Don't want all the glue to squeeze out. And then this guy goes in the pocket and keeps the flap down. So that's this page. Page 3 is done. Off to 4 and 5. See you in the next one. Okay, we're back for pages 4 and 5. And as you can see, as best as you can, because they're, you know, not made yet, they're mirror images, but upside down. They're not quite mirror images. They're matching. They're opposites. The flaps are on the top, up and down flaps, and the side to side flaps are up, or, you know, switched here. Okay. Before I confuse everyone and myself, let's just get started with this one first. So let's remove the papers from the decorative papers, and this will go on the bottom, but the flaps need to be attached first. First flaps, magnet second, pretty paper third. At least that's the way I like to do it. So this flap is on the bottom, and this one goes first, and this one is attached to it like this, so that when you pull it down, it's So when you pull that down and then you pull this one down, you've got this whole thing. So first thing we're going to do is look at the sizes. This flap is 3 5/8 by 6 and score on the 6-inch side 1/2 of an inch. I don't think that's right. Let's see this one. It's 3 3/4 by 6. Score 1/2 inch on the 6-inch side. No, let's see. This is why. This is 3 5/8 tall by about 6 1/8 across. And let's just line it up for a second here. It's 6 1/8 because our pages are 6 1/8. So it's 6 1/8 across by 3 3/4 down, score 1/2 of an inch on the bottom. This right here is the exact same size. Yeah, same size. I think it might be 1/8 of an inch smaller because we want it to tuck in. Yes, it's 3 5/8 instead of 3 3/4, because if you make them identical, then it's going to be right into that crease. So you have to keep a bit off. So what we should do is attach this guy first. 3 5/8 by 6 1/8, score 1/2 of an inch, apply your tape, remove your tape, or at least part of your tape. Be a chicken, no shame. Nobody wants to get caught with their stuff going the wrong way. I wouldn't like it. So this flap is first, so this guy has to stick to this guy so that he can fold down. I have to move it into the light. Get my corners together on this side. Make sure I stay even all the way. Need a little bit more room on this part. Perfect. Of course, I lost my oh, it closed. Really, with this guy? That's not very nice, mister. Playing a joke on me? Come on. Jokes aren't funny if you're the only one laughing. I just made that up. Copyright Daniella. Okay. Here we go. Line that up. Yes. Line it up. Line it up. Move it over a little. I think I'm liking what we're doing here. Yep, nothing, it's totally even. Open it up. Push it down. Uh-oh. They are even. No, it's okay here. Look like there's it does on this side. It looks like there's a little piece. I might have to snip it. Well, I might have to. I'm going to snip it. Hope it doesn't mess with my other things. That's why I usually like to miter the corners for just this reason. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on this one just to be on the safe side. Okay, so now we stick this guy here. It goes like this. So let's remove some tape and lay him on here. Now I'm trying to figure out, does it go like this? Yeah, trying to figure out which way to put my tape tail. Tape tail, tape tail, tape tail. Okay. I like it. Now we have, this is a flap, and this is a flap, and it goes all the way down like that. That's you guys. Now we have, and we're going to have to deal with some magnets here, but I'm having obviously a crisis because I wrote down third magnet. Right now I've only got 2 magnets, this one and this one here. I guess we'll have to try that and see if we're going to need another one. But first, let's do these guys. So that's the top, and this is the bottom. So let's add both of them down here. And then magnets, like I said, always come next. Have to stay in order. I mean, I've tried making an acronym for it so I could, at the bottom, magnet over there. Okay, bottom, you must go on this side. Okay, for adding the flaps before the big piece of paper and putting the magnets in before the designer paper, and like I was trying to figure out this whole thing and I just couldn't come up with one, so I just had to remember it. Regular. Let's put these on first, then your magnets, then your pretty paper, and then that's that. So yeah, so this, that's why these pieces are only, these are 6.5 for that 1/2 inch flat by 2 5/8 down, because it's 6 1/8, it will give us room, and also by punching the edge it takes off a little so that they will go nicely on top of each other. And then I still have to stare at it a minute because I'm like, I don't know if I want it to open that way on the right. I think I would want it to open with this one on top. Magnet to you. And I think we'd need another magnet. Well, this is what happens when you do things forever and a day ago and then try to do a video on them so long after. Eek, a piece of tape sliver came over here on here. Go away, go away. Ugh, go, off with you. Yeah, and you start to get confused. If this is on the left side of the book, then I want the top flap to open to the left. that is a fact. Therefore, this might have to be the top flap so it opens to the left first. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Okay. If you're on the left, I want you to open this way to this way. Why would I want you to open right to left? I know that doesn't matter, but this kind of matters to me. I think that should be the top. Let's remove this tag from the other side. Yes. Let me get some magnets. And, oh, paper clip stuck to the magnets. Okay. We will put a magnet here and then a magnet here and see if that's good enough. And then here we have a magnet going here and there, but is it going to be enough? I might need a third magnet here, and then to you, and then to you, because of all the pieces of paper. All right, I'm going to think on this a minute, and I'll be right back. So I'm finally back. I got off with you, dealt with my magnets, and a billion trillion things happened. And when I came back, now I'm just grateful I dealt with the magnets then, so I didn't have to rethink it for a 50th time. So what I ended up doing was the original plan, which was a magnet on the other side of this flap. I'll move it over. Which connected to this flap, but I didn't like it. It was really puffy, so I added another magnet to this flap to connect here. So, and then here I did add the third magnet, so this opens down. Trying to move stuff so maybe you can see it all. And there's the magnet, and then this guy opens again, and this magnet hits this one and the top one both. So now that is all situated, and we can now add our patterned paper. Hooray! So we're going to put down the base piece first. And as we've previously talked about, since the album itself is 6 1/8 by 6 1/8, a 6 by 6 piece fits perfect and gives a beautiful 1/16 of an inch border. So I'm just checking all of my business and get this glue going. Let's hope it's not sticky or something. I mean, it's had the pin in the whole time, but if you use art glitter glue, you know it can be persnickety a little bit. So, glue, oh, maybe remove the backing of the score tape. Where's the knife? Here it is. Nobody panic. Found it. And all of these inside parts, or back sides, I guess, of the flaps and stuff are not getting covered until the end. Boy, it seems like 100 years, and it's literally probably been a couple years since I've done an album tutorial. And I used to be able to figure out how to, cut certain things and get certain things to be shorter or whatever. I don't remember how I did it. I just know I did it. Too far on that side. Good. Good, good, good. Good. I was, I don't know. I don't know if I fast forwarded more, if I skipped parts more. I don't know what I did. I just don't. I should. What is this little guy here? Should go back and watch one or a couple, but then I would have to take all that time away from actually making this video. What the heck is this thing stuck here? Thank you. See, little things like that make it not perfect. Okay, great. So that's done. You can go here. We're going to do this guy, who is this one. Yes. I have to spin it so I can see it better. I like to see two of the sides. Sometimes I put a piece of paper behind so I can really see two of the sides. Like if I did this, for example. Now I can see these three sides. Yep, and it's good, and it's below the dots. So let's glue it in. Anywho, how are you guys doing? I hope you're enjoying this insane video bookmaking bananas nutty tutorial. I hope it's what you guys wanted. I hope it is in a case of be careful what you wish for. No, don't let Daniella go on a tirade for hours. Don't ask for that. Oh no. You ever see that in movies? Somebody asks somebody why something is, and then the whole crowd is like, no, because they're going to tell the same story, or it's going to be long-winded. Oh no. See what happens? Pay attention. Yep. Oh, I'm afraid that's happening with you guys, especially now that I'm really getting nutty. It's hard to do a tutorial to get everything ready first. It's like making it twice, Okay. So guy here. No. Yep. Nope. Over a little bit more. Okay. Nice rub. Because bone folders, squish all your glue out. And now this part, which I need this guy to put on that part. Trying to see, do I want another? Why not? Put this guy here. I call it like contrast paper so that you can see, especially when a book is all the same color like this one. So this guy goes like that, because we want the flags to be on the top. So we glue, 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 glue. Whoops. Glue. Glue. And then we're only doing 2 of the flaps of the bottom. That's all I've cut paper for, because we have to wait and see. Running out of paper would be very bad. Let's see if I can do it this way, since I have the contrast there. Stop it. Spin it. Yep. Good. Very good. Very nice. Very happy. Very, very. Okay. Now I do need you back, because you go here. This paper is so light that it'll give me a good enough contrast. I hope. She says. Let's see. And glue. Gluing is boring. I am sorry. And then we're going to do it all over again on page 5. I think I'm in good shape with that one. Oh my gosh, I put it upside down. Oh my heck, what am I doing? Whoa, hold on there. Yep. See, if you don't squish your glue or your tape down, not squish, press. If you want to sound schmancy, you could say burnish. I don't say it intentionally. I just feel like it's so, I don't know. I just feel like saying giving it a good press is really what it's doing. So let's open this guy and remove this tape. And this one is facing us. This, because it's a picture. That's what I'm getting at. It's the trees, and we want it looking this way, not so that when it's completely opened, if you wanted to look at it like this, they would be going in the same direction. So that's what they're doing. Glue, glue, glue on the tape so the tape doesn't stick to the paper first. Glue, glue. I don't even know how many videos this is going to be or how I'm going to combine them. I don't know. I do know that now that you've seen how I do the cereal box cover, that making the cover video will apply to any size and any shape, meaning square, rectangular, horizontal, rectangular, vertical. It's all the same way. If I do it with chipboard or a different way, I will do a different video. But so long as they're all the same, then the next video I make that uses a cereal box, I will just refer you back to this video because it's all the same.